This is vertical instead of horizontal, but it's the same. It is essentially the same layout. And then this is a sympathy card. The new set that's in the mini catalog, I think, and it's called Wild Ferns. And so it's calm colors, not too blingy. These really cool, this cool bling is cork. And so they're very earthy. It's not shiny or blingy. I did use Wink of Stella to blend the ink, but it's just very, very lightly because I wanted the inks to blend. So same layout, except it's a circle. So now we're going to use a new stamp set that is coming out in March. Hi, Rosalind. Thanks for joining us today. And it's called Simply Zinnia. Now, isn't that cute? It's got thank you and kind of a thinking of you. And then these pretty zinnias. I love zinnias. So we're going to make our opening with the rectangle. Oh, but let me show you. This is the stamp set. It has coordinating dies that cut out what you stamp, but also cut out just some flowers, branches, you know, elements of a zinnia. And it has this beautiful, let's see where this paper is, coordinating DSP. Look how bright and cheery that is. And look, this was, you can get 6 cards right out of that piece of paper in a hurry. And some little small zinnias here. This is a nice just background, neutral, call it tone on tone. Leaves. This could be Jack and the Beanstalk, couldn't it? Some more bright zinnias. And then the backs are, you know, just some of the coordinating colors. More, less busy. Just some designs that we could use. Let's see what's on the back of this one. Oh, that one's very pretty, isn't it? And then some of the orange. But even these are zinnias, but I think you could also make them be marigolds, don't you? Well, we could pretend. So it's got the matching dies. This die here creates like the inside of your flower. And then these are little stars. So if you wanted your inside of your flower to be more 3D, they're not stars, but they look like stars. They're little petals for the inside of your flower. So lots of little elements that we can use to make this card. Now let me move some of this stuff out of the way so that we can try not to make such a big mess. So I'm going to use the back side of this Jack and the Beanstalk paper as our card base. That's what's going to be on our card base. And our opening is going to be this rectangle. But I wanted to use this sentiment that says, sending flowers and thinking of you. We're going to make a little bouquet of flowers. So what we need to do is stamp that first. So in case we mess up, we can always flip it over or something. And man, I can mess up, I can tell you that. So we'll ink this up with Memento Black. And this will just barely fit there. I think this is 4 by 5 1/4. Let's double check that though. Nope, it's 3 3/4 by 4 7/8. So it's a little bit larger than, smaller than normal. So now we can put our detail, what are these called? Everyday Details. Love these dies. They are so pretty. And we'll run this through the cut and emboss machine. Not only will we get our frame, but now we'll have a piece to use on another card. So we get this piece to use on another card, and we get our opening to go on this card. Now these dies have all these little holes, and so you're going to have all this paper in there, in those holes. But as long as you have the brush die tip that goes with the Take a Pick tool, all you have to do is brush this over your trash can, and all those little pieces will come out, or else they'll come out on the floor, and then you just have to vacuum them up. But that little brush just works perfectly. So here's our card base. We're going to put that on a thick, basic white card base. Now, if you're seeing this and think, I need that zinnia paper, you still have about 4 days left of the joining special during celebration, and you can put these products, these new sneak peek products, in your shopping cart, only if you're joining as a demonstrator. And you know, there's no commitment. You just agree to, you know, no commitment to sell. Just shop for yourself, and you're good to go. Now, because we want to be able to slide things behind here, then I think it's the best to put this on with dimensionals, and that way you get that space to slide your elements behind there. Now, you can, like on the fern one I did not put that on with dimensionals because those were not very deep, and I think on this I'm going to have to put the minis across the top, just so I don't have to worry about them showing. It's what we have, all these choices. That's great. I really have fun today using just this one layout and making a whole bunch of cards. It's always, I was looking at another stamp set on my desk that has some birds, and I thought, oh, I could put some birds in that opening. It's really a frame, I guess. We're framing our elements. Have a lot of these dimensional backs here to get. This is what's always tricky for me, is trying to center things, not make a mess. I think that looks pretty good. It needs to come over to the right a tiny bit. Okay, we'll get all this out of the way. And now, instead of stamping, which we've stamped our cinnamon, that was it for today, we're going to use some of the dies. We're going to create some zinnias with Orchid Oasis, beautiful color. And I think what's pretty cool about these is I'm pretty sure we can cut two at the same time. So let's see. So we're going to do some Orchid Oasis, and then we're going to do Lemon Lolly. So I think we'll do that. We'll see if we can cut two at the same time. I think we're going to get enough of the dimension showing on both of these. So we'll run that through. We'll make sure to run it through at least twice to get all the dimension that we want to show. We'll see how that worked for us. Yeah, that's the second layer, and look how pretty it came out. So no problems there. There's one orchid, and then here's, whoop, wrong tool. Have to poke those holes to get it started. One Lemon Lolly. Doesn't want to quite pop out as easy, but it's coming. Okay, there's our two zinnias. Now we need this inside piece, and we need some, I think I cut my fingernails and now I can't pick anything up. We need some leaves, and then this little bud, that's like a baby zinnia getting ready to bloom, and then a little branch for that zinnia. So we can run some of these through all at the same time. Let's need a stem, and this little, I don't know what it's called, bud, and a leaf, the branch that holds the bud. And I've already got a few of these yellow bud pieces cut, so we'll use those. So that's all we need to cut out here. And I know you could easily cut two of these at a time because they're not very detailed. so nice to be able to run a bunch through all at the same time. You don't have to worry about your time. Let's see if all our pieces came out. Here's our little branch. Have to get that to come out of there. We'll get these to come out. I do have an extra set of these already cut, just so we don't have to spend our time die cutting. Rosalind, I loved that blanket you knitted. I don't know, it would have taken me about 5 years to do something that large. And you must be faster than me. And I'm not going to do the little extra stars pieces on the zinnia. I think will probably be okay. Now you'll notice one is a little broader, and I think that probably would be the one for the back behind part, so that you could put, well, I don't know, maybe it should be the one that has, oh, I think that's right, that's the one. So this one, we'll put the dimensional. Now you could put 3 layers of petals, make your zinnia be very fluffy, but I think we'll just stick with 2 layers. We'll put a little tiny dot of glue. Now these are going to be online exclusive, so they won't show in a catalog. You'll have to make sure you check the online store. And this set has some beautiful glimmer paper that matches it, or coordinates with it. Nice and shiny and bright. Berry burst. I don't know, a white, and then maybe another color, maybe green. I'm drawing a blank on that. Now we've got our flowers and our stems. Now let's see if we can get everything where we want it to go. We're sending some flowers. I think maybe a shorter, we can cut that off. Aren't those pretty? So pretty. I think that will work. We'll put a couple dots of glue here. I will be anxious to see what you're working on for Stacy. She's lucky to have you. a good thing you can't see the dimensionals behind here. I don't know how that should go. We'll make that one be about right there. So we'll just chop that off. Put a dimensional here. Now let's see where we want to put that little branch. Yeah, we'll put that one there. You could sneak it behind there, but I'm not going to do that. Now we're going to fluff that up a little bit. We'll put this one down with Tombow. See, I think we need to slide that behind there. There we go. And then I'm going to put a tiny bit of dimensional on the back of that. Just a sliver. Oh, I'll be anxious to see a picture. I can't believe he's one. It seems like he's been here forever. I thought maybe he was two. He's awfully cute though, isn't he? Now we'll slide that one. That kind of fluffs it up a little bit. Now we need a leaf. Definitely. Look how easy this is. Just cut all these pieces out and make a card. See if we can slide that behind. Yeah. Now, should we put some bling on here? I think there is some new bling that matches this. Let's see. Shiny sequins is what they're called. I guess the green ones will be what we use. Wish I had some. I don't know. Let's see if we have. I know this is what goes with this sweet, but I'd kind of like a darker color. And I haven't kept them filed like I should have. That, I think, is Orchid Oasis. Let's keep looking. I think that's more navy. Looks like I'm a bling hoarder. I think that's actually Starry Sky, but it kind of looks pretty, doesn't it? Let's see. Now we'll go with these These are in color pearls. And I think this would look real pretty if we can decide where they should go. We'll see. Sometimes I just have to practice where I think they'd go before I push them down too hard. Yep, I think that'll work. So we'll push that down. Should we put a little bit of shine inside those here? Definitely need a little bling in the middle of our zinnias. Alright, so see how quick and easy that was? Once you've got your design figured out, then you can make a bunch of different cards. Let's see. All the same, pretty much layout, except a little tweak here and there. Horizontal instead of vertical, circle instead of rectangle, and it's still the same design. So nice, quick, easy, and just what you need, isn't it? Thank you, Kim, for popping in today. I live in Colorado, right outside of Denver. How about you? I'd love for you to pop back in again sometime. Well, thanks for joining me today. And Elaine, thanks for popping in also. And come back next week when we have a new card to make. Talk to you later. Bye.